come round here. Oh my god. People tell me that 3 cylinders sound like rubbish.
That's
that
mad.
Is one of the best sounds.
Wait.
Today I'm driving the MK8 Fiesta ST. Every 17-year-old's dream car. So this particular MK8 Fiesta ST has got Speedline Corsa wheels, which look very similar to the Ford Performance, which are like an exclusive Ford Fiesta, which came in orange and I think blue possibly. This has got a full Scorpion exhaust system, which is, I think, is probably the perfect amount of ASBO. Like, it has pops and bangs, which haven't been mapped in. That's just purely from the exhaust.
Go give it a
But
rev.
it's the perfect amount of, like, sort of obnoxiousness. So it sounds nice. It doesn't sound like a gunshot. It does sound sort of refined. Follow me.
No.
So under here we have got the Ram Air induction kit. This car has also been mapped by TRS to a stage 2 level, which means it's producing 265 brake horsepower and 425 newton meters of torque through the front wheels, through the LSD, which comes as standard on this Fiesta ST. And I've got to say, it puts the power down really, really well. It's on Michelin Pilot Sport 4s at the moment, and in today's conditions, it is wet on the ground, but it puts it down really, really well. It spins slightly in second, which is to be expected, but the moment you go into third, the traction is there, and you really can feel the diff pulling you into the corners. When you try and pull out the corners, you can feel it still trying to pull you in. There's not too much stuff that's going on with it that interferes with the driving mode. You can turn all the assists off and you can get a real feel for what the car is like. It gets a lot of flack by people saying that these cars are, they can be riced out, a lot of them, but they're actually really good cars, and especially like this one, it's been looked after, it's had the right stuff done to it. That makes it a really, really nice car to drive. Turbo noises,
yeah, that's
and
nice.
Tap, like that is so nice.
That is nice.
The practicality of this car as well, you don't see many 4-door ones of these. It's usually the 2-door, and I probably would say the 2-door looks better than the 4-door, but
I don't know.
Practicality for the 4-door is like so much better. It's a really nice colour, and you don't see too many. Usually you have the blue colour that most people have with these, some white. But yeah, no, it is a really nice colour. It's got sort of a few nice bits done to it. It's got a Maxton kit,
Yes.
which really just, it's not big stuff, but it all adds to the overall presentation of the car. I do quite like the daytime running lights. Like it adds something to the way
nice,
it looks when you see it on the road. It's got a really good road presence. Of course, it's got the AirTech intercooler, as every single fast Ford has.
Nice.
Yeah, so it is a proper driver's car.
Time to go inside of it now.
Time to go inside of it and get a little drive of it.
I'm going to turn the heated steering wheel on and see if he notices. Heated steering wheel?
Yeah. What's the steering like? Yeah, it's really direct. Like it's no messing. It's really nice. Like it felt really fast when I first drove it, but the more I've driven it now, I'm just used to it, and it's not as darty as I sort of remember it being. I've sort of got used to it. In terms of steering feel, like maybe comparing it to the GR, it is less. You don't feel as much through the road, but like Brooklyn's has obviously got sort of different springs on it and stuff like that, so it is maybe going to feel a bit more steering feel, but that isn't to put this car down. This has a lot of feel as it is now. Really like the short shifter. Like it's really good.
It just adds to the playfulness feeling of the steering.
There's you're not worrying about if it's going to miss a gear or anything. You know it's going to get straight into gear first time. I don't usually like pops and wangs, but that is nice. I like.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel artificial.
They just left it standard completely. Yeah, like the overrun is like 1.5 seconds, which is standard with normal STs anyway.
Picks up well, like really well. That low end torque, isn't it? That's body roll. It's nice, it is really nice. I don't have full confidence in it yet, but I feel like you're never going to have the same level of confidence in a front wheel drive compared to, say, for example, a four wheel drive, because there is just unpredictabilities when you put the power down. With a four wheel drive, you know that most of the time it's going to bite and you're not going to have any issues coming out of the corner. Like, you have got to be careful. Like, when you do put your foot down, the moment that turbo comes on song, it is going to, no matter if you've got a diff, it is going to start moving about a bit on the front end. So just getting used to that is a bit different. And then you can feel it. It's like the diff. Like, if it didn't have the diff there, it was just one wheel peeled out of that completely. You feel the diff working. The noises on this car are perfect. I think my expectations were not as high. Like, they weren't that high. I was expecting it to be good, but it really is like really capable. And it's nice to drive a front wheel drive car it can actually
Put the power down sometimes.
put its power down, yeah. And like, these conditions are not perfect in any way, shape or form, but it does really well.
In comparison to the GR Yaris, what would you say is similar? What would you say is different?
Similar is, I don't think the chassis is as responsive as the GR, but in terms of overall confidence and feeling, it's very, very similar in terms of that. I feel like I'm always going to use like the GR as a benchmark, because I feel like that is the best hot hatch that is on the market.
Definitely.
But this does all the basics well. Like the GR, it has a good chassis, it has good feel. They're like all the touch points on the car, so your steering and your gearbox, everything feels
Did you notice anything
connected.
about steering?
What do you mean?
Steering wheel.
What about it? What are you on about?
Heated.
Is it?
You didn't even notice.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
How'd you turn that on?
I feel like it's actually about 4.
Oh, I thought it was just my hands.
But you get nervous.
I got
one
confused.
thing,
You
actually.
went to steering wheel. I was like, what do you mean you want the steering wheel?
I was confused, and I was the one that turned it on.
It has a lot of features, and it's got like Bang & Olufsen speakers,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like,
So
it's a really well spec car. I do think it is a really good car, but I think people sort of think, oh, Fiesta ST, it's not worth thinking about. It definitely is a car worth thinking about. They drive really, really well. I'm not sure in terms, what was it like driving stock power? Was it a bit boring, or was it?
Yeah, compared to what it is now, it's like really
Yeah.
boring. But it's the practicality of putting the power down was still there.
In terms of things I'd improve, I think the brakes definitely, that is the thing that lets it down the most. Come out here.
Oh, it's worse here.
Oh,
Oh my god.
they're not cut out for. I mean, I wouldn't, taking this on track, I feel like you'd be struggling after a lap or two. Especially on a big braking
Brake kits, you said, on
like
too bad.
it's like £1,000
Well,
you get something
between
that's,
£1,000 and £2,000.
yeah, I
it's
feel
a
like
lot of
that's
money, but
it's a lot of money, but I feel
horrendous.
like
Yeah, it's
compared to a
not
lot of other big brake kits for different cars, and that's not so bad. So it's one of them, really. I think this car is a really good base for somebody who wants to go on track or just have a spirited drive on a B road like we're doing today. It does the basics really, really well.
I think this is more suited as a daily than the GR Yaris. It's got a larger boot. It's got more
I'd probably
features.
say so. Like the 4 doors, that's a big advantage. Like, it's a pain, people getting in and out, having to move the seats backwards and forwards all the time. As a daily, this is a really, really good car, but that's not what this car's for.
Yeah.
It's not, well, it has the practicality to being a daily, but it's not designed purely to be a daily. It is for doing what we're doing today, and I think it does really, really well. I was expecting it to be quite numb and doesn't have a lot of feel, but when you drive it, you feel everything. Like the car is talking to you.
Yeah.
What still amazes me is, like, I don't drive around in new cars. As we can see, I drive around on C1. It is possibly the most bog spec thing you could ever imagine. But now, like, you go into a new car like this, and it has every creature comfort that you would expect from luxury cars. Like, for me, it's crazy. Heated seats, heated steering wheel. That stuff to me is
Yeah.
Like, that's proper executive stuff. Like, that's like Mercedes S-Class stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yes, now we're talking. Oh. Okay, yes, that's really nice. This car, I reckon, if you put some slightly stiffer springs on it, I think this would be an absolute weapon in the dry. Dislike. Because you go too stiff, you'll lose a bit traction in the wet. But it's just like there's a hint of body roll. There's not a lot. It's just a hint of it, and it's not a bad thing. In a way, you do want a little bit of roll, especially in the wet, so you put work in the tyres a bit more. Oh mate, this is unbelievable. It literally sounds like the M Sport R2. And people tell me that 3 cylinders sound like rubbish.
That's
That
mad.
is one of the best sounds.
Wait.
I feel like a child.
No, that's mad though, isn't it?
Like 3 cylinders, everyone gives me
Yeah.
so much rubbish, but that is genuinely such a good sound. I'd have that over a 4 cylinder.
Oh yeah.
That is superb. Under half the price of a GR Yaris, but you get, obviously you don't have 4-wheel drive, you don't have the switchable diff maps, obviously you don't have the 4-wheel drive, but you've got a really good, solid car that is going to do really good at your spirited driving on B roads, track driving, giving you put some proper big brakes on it.
Oh my god.
And I don't think there's much else you could do to it. I mean, like, the stuff you've done to it makes such a difference. Like, the map the car is so responsive now. Like, you expect when you you go big power, you expect a bit more lag, but the torque low down is so good. You don't have to worry too much about what gear you're in. You know it's going to pull. The diff is a massive thing as well. That's mega. Like, when you feel it coming out of a corner and it's just trying to keep pulling you in all the time, and it really does give you confidence to push on. But yeah, the price point, 15 grand for it's what I'd class. This is a brand new car to me. This is what I'd class as a brand new car.
Is it a 19 plate?
20.
So yeah, that's brand new. That's brand new. For that sort of value, you get a hell of a lot for your money, and I can guarantee you will have smiles all the time whilst you're driving this car. You're never going to be bored driving this. Like, I'm driving this about, and I've constantly got a smile on my face. It is just a riot to drive. Like, you've always gonna have a challenge because it's front wheel drive. You're always balancing out power and traction. It's always just, you're constantly in a battle with it, especially when you start increasing the power to the power levels of this car. So it's such a challenge to drive. Like, you do have to learn how to drive these cars. It's not a 4-wheel drive where you are just gonna plant your foot. Well, you can't. It's not just plant your foot, but you've got a lot more predictability with a 4-wheel drive car. I think, of course, I've got a sort of background like front wheel drive stuff like the C1. It's nowhere near in this calibre or anything like that, of course, but you learn the fundamentals from that, and you can apply everything from that. And once you're comfortable with how a front wheel drive car handles, you can push these cars. And I think in this level of this car is at now, power, everything that's done to it now, like the little mods like the short shifter stuff, it makes such a difference to the driving feel, and you're not going to get beaten by too much on a B road. I don't think if you get this in the dry, even in the wet, it's good. The traction's still really good.
So I'd say there's not much in between this and the GR Yaris.
No, I don't think a standard GR Yaris and this, I don't think you're too far away from being on the same sort of level. You don't have to drive it at 10 tenths for this to be close. Like, you could drive it at 8 tenths and this thing will just be keeping up. Like, you've got room to then go much faster in the GR. But I mean, I don't know if a GR is an unfair matchup for this, because they are completely different price points. Like, let's
GTI against
yeah, Polo GTI. I've not driven one, but I struggle to see what would beat this.
I had a Golf GTI,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't imagine it's going to feel loads different, and the feeling that was so numb compared to this. You could keep up, no problem, you'd be going the same sort of speeds, but the issue you get is you're kind of sitting there, you're sitting there doing 60,
Of course.
like, it doesn't feel like you're doing that, whereas in this you're having so much more fun doing the same thing, which
exactly.
is, at the end of the day, what you want.
sound is unbelievable. Oh,
That's beautiful.
that is sensational. There's little things you could say, but when you look at the price point of this car, there you get so much value for money. Like, especially if you go in, if you are going to choose to go into a new car, and you don't want something that's sort of maybe a bit older, this is a hell of a good option to choose. And I think people scoff at them because there is this stigma around Fiesta STs in the car community, and they get given so much crap, but it's not justified. I can tell you for a fact this car deserves everything that all the journalists have said about it. It is a spot on car. Yeah, I think it's class. And do you know what I'm going to say now?
You want one?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one. I'll have my GR Yaris. I'll have this. I'll have two C1s. So,
One spare just in case.
yeah, one spare just in case. Yeah. If anyone has any cars they want me to review, then drop us a message on Instagram. Yeah, because these videos are very cool to film, and I get cool owners like Brooklyn from the GR video and Billy with this unreal Fiesta ST letting me drive their cars, and it is just, I feel very privileged to drive shit like this. So yeah, drop us a message on Instagram if you want your car featured. We'll try and work something out.
I feel like intros and outros are so awkward to do.
Yeah, I hate them.